Hi ladies, it is time to talk about infertility again. And today I want to talk about disclosure, when to talk. It is a rule of thumb in fertility that you usually don't tell people you're pregnant, at least friends and family, until your first trimester, because that is the most dangerous time when things can happen, and especially for high-risk pregnancy, which is what I would be. I did not follow this rule, and I'll tell you why. I really feel it's important to be honest with my friends. That's just how I am, and let them know what's going on in my life. And so if something happened, like it just happened with the chemical pregnancy, and I hadn't told anyone that I was going through fertility or having an embryo transfer, then when I had the chemical pregnancy and I was completely depressed after, my friends would think I was just being weird. You know, I would see them for lunch or whatever, and I would be really depressed, and they'd be like, what's wrong? And to not be able to talk about it and to kind of lie and be like, oh, nothing. And there's no way in hell that if I got pregnant that I'd be able to hold it back for 3 months. There is no way. I would want to scream from the rafters. I'd want to tell my close friends and family, especially because it's been such a long process for me. Now, the bad side to that is then when something happens, like the chemical pregnancy or something else, that you also have to give bad news. But you know what? Your friends and family are there for you for the ups and downs. So for me, I want them there for me, for my ups and downs, and to understand what I'm going through. And also when they are going through bad times and good times, that I can be there for them in both capacities. So for me, I just tell people what's going on with my life. The other thing is that a lot of people ask me, well, you know, why are you doing this video series? Isn't that such personal information you're throwing out there? And yes, it's very personal, and I'm normally a very personal person. However, I should say private person. But you know, when I started this fertility stuff, and it was so hard because no one really understood what I was going through, because none of my close friends were going through this or had been through this. So when I started talking, I actually started on Facebook talking to one of my friends who I really hadn't seen much since high school, went to high school together. And we started talking about our fertility stuff, and she had also gone through major fertility things. And it was so helpful to me. It felt so great because she understood. And no matter how much your friends and family want to help you, if they personally haven't been through infertility problems, if they're not a woman with a womb going through infertility problems, being pumped up with drugs, being told that you are barren, being told that you can't have children, the feelings of letting down your husband and not being able to give him a child. These are things that only a woman could understand, and someone who's gone through fertility stuff. So it was really, really helpful to me to talk to people who had gone through similar things. It just felt good. And I felt that, you know what, I want to talk about it. And if I can help another woman out there understand and say, wow, you know, I get it. I am going through similar things and it's horrible, and God, I give up hope, and people say ridiculous things to me like, oh, just relax, and oh, why not adopt today, and you know, just whatever. It's nice to know that there's other women out there who just get you. And that's what I so desperately needed, was for some other women to get me, and also to be able to tell my story, because there's so much pain and so much suffering, and if you don't get it out, you bottle it up and you become a walking time bomb, and it's not healthy for you or for your husband or your partner or your family or your life. So that's my story. That's what I share, my ups and downs and fertility chaos and nightmares and drama and minor successes, and hope that this will have a happy ending. But I'm telling you right now, I have no idea if it's going to have a happy ending, and I'm okay with that, because this is where I am right now today. And you know, a year from now, if I look back and I have no child and I shared all these videos, I'm going to say, you know what, I did it for me. I did it so that I could talk about what was going on and something that's a major issue for women that I think is really important and I don't think gets enough attention. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. This is the good, the bad, and hopefully